uh, but is not seen like the other usual matter is what we call as the dark matter. But on the other hand, we see that all the galaxies, everything is moving up, away from each other with a rate which is very high. What is that which is pushing? It is the property, unlike the usual matter where we have attraction forces, but the galaxies and everything is moving away with a very high speed. So what is there? What is the force? What are the thing which is responsible for this uh, behavior? So that's we call as the dark energy. And the main difference is that it is it has a negative pressure. It is unlike the usual matter. So dark matter has the attraction and dark energy is which is responsible for expansion. And, and because these are the realities and people do now try to find different solutions, different models which can represent the objects, whether dark matter or dark energy. So these unknown objects, their internal structure, of course, is not known. No one knows that, but we know that there must be something. So we try to then solve the Einstein field equation, and then there are certain conditions that those objects must satisfy to be the candidate for these compact objects. So I will not go into all those conditions at the moment. So a lot of work is going on, and there are few references. These are some references, for example, where people, by taking different assumption answers, uh, try to find the solution that then can be taken as the candidate for the compact objects. For example, in this first reference, they have taken this type of P equal to A rho. This is the equation of state taken. In some other references, Maharaj et al., they have chosen the equation of state P equal to 1 by 3 times so and so, and one of the metric potential that they assume. And this is only for spherically symmetric cases, static cases, for perfect. Uh, this in reference 3. So because the purpose of showing these references is not to really go into the details, just to have the idea that a lot of people, by assuming different things, for example, in this reference 4, they have the assumption on the pressure and the equation of state that is taken to be linear. In this reference, some other, and in reference 6, for example, classes of solutions are obtained by assuming some gravitational potential and linear equation of state. In 7 by quadratic equation of state. So, I mean, in all these, Sharif Iqbal, they investigated some non-static solutions taking different types of equation of states and this. The point here to say is that we have a system of equation which involves free parameters, and then we have arbitrary choices and going on with taking different choices to find the solutions, and then we check whether those solutions satisfy certain conditions to be taken as the compact object. Okay, as was discussed in the earlier lecture, matching conditions, extreme matching, and all those, there are different. Okay, without going that, the main motivation of this talk or the work was that there is arbitrariness in finding solutions of the Einstein field equation or Einstein-Maxwell field equation, and many solutions of these equations have been obtained assuming expression for electric field intensity or gravitational potential or equation of state, etc. And here our main purpose is to develop a systematic approach instead of going haphazardly, to develop a systematic approach to solve the governing system of equations. And this we have tried to do using the Segre classification. I must mention at this point that when I was giving the title of the talk, I had Professor Ulam Shabir in my mind, that he is the one who is really expert in this side of Segre classification and all that. So I was of the opinion that he would definitely give some other aspect of this classification, but unfortunately, we don't have him among us anymore. So I uh, probably won't be able to go into much physical aspect of these classification. I would be just giving a brief view of this classification to the extent that we require for the purpose of limiting the answer taken. So here the purpose is to reduce the arbitrariness in the assumptions taken, uh, and that too with many already assumptions that we have taken. That is, we assume spherically symmetric static geometry. We further assume isotropic pressure. So these assumptions are, and all the references that I showed were with this, except the last few where the condition of static condition was not taken. Anyhow, for this, these are the Einstein field equations. So just forget about this. 3.3 is the metric for the static spherically symmetric uh, geometry. And here 3.6, so we have the perfect fluid case, isotropic case. The energy momentum tensor for this is taken, and once again I would repeat, in almost all the papers, there this is the energy momentum tensor is standard taken. So here is the important case. I am not writing here the Maxwell equation, that 3.2 Maxwell equation will have, we will have another equation, fourth equation, but we will have another fourth, another unknown. So if we solve the above three equations, we can just use the value in the fourth to find the charge density. So the main here, where people do play or find, this is the set of three equation, ODEs, ordinary differential equation, and this involves five unknowns: nu, lambda, rho, p, and t. And here is the arbitrariness that people do assume. There are two free parameters, so you have infinite choices of, so two infinity choices. So you have two infinity choices, keep on doing this and keep on finding the solution. And the motivation was to have some systematic approach to go about finding the solution. And that approach is using the Segre classification. For example, the Segre classification is essentially an algebraic classification of the trace-free part, SAB, of the Ricci tensor. SAB is defined in this manner. It is the trace-free part of the Ricci tensor. Okay, we can, and well, without going into the details, how we find the nature of the space-time, that depends on the eigenvalues and some other things of this SAB. SAB, from with the help of SAB and the null components of the null tetrad, K alpha, K, L alpha, M alpha, and M bar alpha, one can write the Ricci-Newman-Penrose scalars phi alpha beta. Here, this is that I would be needing. Phi alpha beta, they are defined in terms of S alpha beta and the components of the null tetrad as given in 4.2. Now, this table gives different Segre types. What does that mean? For example, this one means, for example, here these are the non-zero components. These are the non-zero components for each case. What does this whole case means? I won't go at the moment. I would be just going to describe the way, the purpose that we had to limit the answers. So at the moment, just for this case, all the components should be 0. For example, this case represents that 511, 2 times 511 should be equal to 502 and all other components should be 0. This case means 511 is the only non-zero component and all other components. So here we have the non-zero component. Okay, for the metric that and the stress energy momentum tensor that we have, that is the static, for that metric, the components of the SAB are obtained as this. And these are the, of course, components of the null tetrad. And the main point is that here, for this metric and for that static case, we have the non-zero components of phi AB are only phi 00, phi 22, and phi 11. Well, this is all known, and for example, one can find these components in T. Froese, A. Kabir, and Vyas paper, and many other places. So these are the only non-zero components. So if we go back to the table, then 500, 522, and 511 are the only non-zero components. So for example, this case is not possible. 2 times 511 is equal to 502. 502 is 0, so this case is not possible. So the only possible cases are that I can put 500 equal to 0 and 511 equal to 0, those expressions that obtained, and can have this case. I can have this case where 500 is 522 and which is equal to 2 times 511. And I can have this case that 500 is 522 and there is 511 non-zero. And we can also have this is possible. We put 500, 522 equal to 0 and 511 non-zero. So these are the 4 possible cases, and these are the 4 possible cases. Case 1, that 500 and 522, we put that also equal to 0 and 51 also equal to 0. Remember that for this metric and this stress energy tensor, we calculating the components, the only possible non-zero components are 500, which is equal to 522, and 511. So if I put those two expressions also equal to 0, if I put these two expressions also equal to 0, 500 equal to 0, and this expression also 5.4 also equal to 0, we do get 2 equations, 2 more equations. So originally we had a system of 5 equations, 3 equations with 5 unknowns, but for this particular case, that means now I am restricting myself that I am finding the solution of this system, which belongs to the Segre class 1111. It has its own. So this is, in that case, we do not need any extra answer to be taken. We have 5 equations and 5 unknown. One can solve that, and indeed it gives a family of solution that is the Cauchy-Basel solution. That is the only possibility, and indeed it is not the Maxwell. We come up with T equal to 0. In second case, last minute. In second case, we case 2, for example, we can put 500, 522 is equal to 0 and 511 not equal to 0. So the first part, this 500, 522 equal to 0 will give me another extra equation. So I will have a 4 equation in case 2 with 5 unknowns. So only one assumption is to be taken, but that also arbitrariness would be reduced, that we need to have that answer also satisfied that 511 should be non-zero. So it further reduces the arbitrariness. Similarly, for case 3, we have 4 equations with 5 unknowns, so choice is restricted to only 1, but with this extra condition that this 6.5, that this is not equal to 0. In case 4, of course, we have 3 equations and 5 unknowns do not have extra equation, but the arbitrariness is reduced at least by these two answers, that these two expressions should be non-zero to that extent. So we have obtained different solutions for different cases, which I won't be going. So I think this is the summary also. So,
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any questions?